this is a long game. This is a tough business in public service, but it's a long game. And one day you can be down and the next day you can be up. I remember, Andrew, the night of the primary, which was so triumphant for you and so glorious and so wonderful. That night for us after, 18 months of hard campaigning was a tough night. I remember, and I know I told you, there was a glimmer for me when I knew that you had taken it, that something very special had happened, and perhaps there would be a role for me to play in that. But beyond that, it was a tough night. And I remember, you have images. I remember the curtains opening when I had to come out to give my concession speech. I didn't know if anybody would still be there, but a good hearty couple hundred people were still there, and I thanked them. And then 10 days later, roughly 10 days later, when I was announced as your running mate, I remember feeling very different as the curtains raised in a huge rally. You and I both were, and they put on my walkout song. And I just remembered thinking, and this, you can be down one day, up the next, and you've got to, the work continues. You and I both, you just mentioned President Obama. I've got my picture behind me because one of the most glorious days with you as your running mate was the day we spent with him. But he reflects, often in everything he's written about that terrible loss he had in 2000, 8 years before he became the president of the United States. And yet he said the work continues. And so even this year, after we took some tough losses in Florida, doesn't mean the issues go away. We just got to figure out how to win again.